Hi, I'm John from John's Pipe Journey, out on this totally fantastic, gorgeous day. There's not a cloud in the sky, and the temperature is probably 75 or so. It's just absolutely breathtaking. Um, Hopefully you'll see some wildlife in the background. You'll definitely be hearing roosters crowing. Um, I want to temper that with what I'm doing out here. I've got this nasty pipe. It's very lovely, but very nasty. It's Peterson's, a beautiful Peterson Professor. Lovely, but very nasty. So I'm tempering my beautiful day with these things. And I'm smoking GLP's Quiet Nights. Very horrid, very unpleasant. But I didn't want to be too overjoyed today with the beauty around me. So I wanted to kind of be able to bring myself down a little bit to reality of kind of the world and how it's going. Don't want to be too happy and joyous. Lots of beautiful little birds. Oh, I will show you this. As unpleasant as this is, it's still kind of satisfying with the aesthetics and artistic portions of this pipe, and actually this beautiful tamper. Uh, well, if you guys haven't discovered these things, they're wonderful because you can mix and then pour it back in the jar without wasting any. Thanks, Greg. It's a little windy. A little windy today. Thanks, Greg. Oh, I got a chicken up here. Looking for sunflower seeds. The especially the tufted titmice birds are real messy when it comes to getting their seed from the bird feeder, so they always drop some down, and the chickens come up here periodically to see if they can find something. Yes. When the sun shines on this pipe, it's unbelievable. The red just almost glows. So its artistic value is really great. Oh, I also want to mention I'm not selling anything today. Just to make sure that you guys know I'm not trying to sell something. The world's full of salesmen. Oh, I wanted to give a shout out for Piper Dave 2023. He's in Wyoming at his palatial log home, and he's been taking pictures of just his surroundings. They're breathtaking. So you have to go check out his channel and look at his pictures. They're just unbelievable. And he just went fly fishing on the south fork of the, oh, wow, I can't remember which river. South fork of the, I want to say Platte, but it's in Utah, or I mean Idaho. I didn't fly fish much out west, sadly. I fly fished when I was in Yellowstone, so I fly fished the Fire Hole, which is really warm by the glacial, or the the mud pots and geysers and stuff there. But there's a section that's cold enough the trout are in, so I fly fished there. And most of my fly fishing has been in the east or the central United States. Thanks, Greg. I'll have to use this one. Thanks, Greg. Not a whole lot going on today. I'm just reveling in the weather and how nice it is. Got all my mowing done in the last couple of days, so I don't have to worry about that. Yeah, just breathtakingly gorgeous. I totally feel like I live like a king. I mean, we have the ability to punch a few buttons and have something delivered in 1 or 2 days. Nobody in history has ever had that availability. Just living where you're surrounded by thousands of acres of forest. Being married to the best wife in the whole world that was custom designed by God just for me. And all of our wonderful pets that we have that we can take care of and love. Yeah, most people have a lot of blessings to be thankful for. And you can always find something negative. That's kind of the state of man. It's easier to see negative stuff than it is positive. That's just part of living in a fallen world. Oh, I don't know if you saw, I don't use the 3-pinch method much because um, I keep my tobacco when I start out about 1/4 of an inch from the top so I don't turn the top black. So I just put one in and just barely press it down just enough so I can get the second one in, and then I press that one down firmly to where I'm maybe 1/4 of an inch below the top. That's the tip from keeping it getting burned, because there's all kinds of oils and resins that come off the tobacco that get kind of deposited on the top, and then as heat's applied to it, it tends to burn into the wood. And if you act quickly, you can remove that with just water. Or saliva, whatever. But yeah, I can feel it's almost feels a little bit sticky or tacky on top. That's just a tip to keep the pipes looking new all the time. And when I'm done with mine, I make sure I run a pipe cleaner through it, and I also take a paper towel and swirl it around inside to get the loose ash and stuff off. I don't want that taste, tainting the next time I use it. Then I wipe it off with a microfiber towel that has been impregnated with beeswax and mineral oil. So that's, when I'm done there, I put it away. If the stem is made with vulcanite, which is a rubber that oxidizes and gets nasty, I make sure I coat this inside and out with mineral oil before I put it away too. That way you can keep all your pipes looking mint. It doesn't take very long either. And I find it kind of relaxing to take care of when I take care of my stuff. I was kind of taught by my father to have fewer things, but always have the best that you could afford, and then take care of them forever. Instead of just running through cheap stuff nonstop, having it break down, throw it away, and just keep that cycle going. If you buy real high quality things and take care of it real well, it basically something you can, most of the time, you can pass on to your kids. Because we live in a disposable world. I don't use disposable pens. I use pens that you can replace the ink. Landfills are probably full of that stuff. Same with shaving. I don't use cartridges anymore. And that one reason, that's besides the fact you get a phenomenal and better shave with a double-edged blade with a safety razor, that little thin piece of metal is completely recyclable. The cartridges aren't, because they're got 1 or 2 kinds of plastics plus little strips of metal and stuff in there, so they just get tossed into a landfill. I don't know, stuff like that's important to me, but we've kind of gotten to be a throwaway society. Yeah, just like this. I can refill this, and this can last me forever, especially if I take care of it. And then, but like a Bic lighter, you use it up and then it gets tossed in a landfill. Thank you, Greg. Every one of my butane lighters is refillable. I don't ever use the other kind. Except for like in a backpack, like emergency fire lighting gear or something like that. Then I'll have a Bic lighter in there. But I'll probably use a ferrocerium rod. Boy, this sure is disgusting. Yeah, you definitely wouldn't want to do this. But I'm just tempering my wonderful experience so I'm not too overjoyed. When I'm done with this, I'll turn the chair around and I'll be able to watch squirrels and maybe even a pileated woodpecker or two. When I'm making a video, all I have is basically I'm staring at a canvas because it's this backside of the yurt. But I want to spare you guys from that view so you get this one. And also I can tell it's basically just a rectangle of green, but I wish you could see a panorama of what it looks like. Well, I've rambled along enough, but I just wanted to share this gorgeous day with you here in the southern Missouri, the Ozark Mountains. Complete paradise. We have, our state has one of the most, highest amount of, not the most, but up in the, probably the first, maybe the top 3 states, the most caves and the most springs of fresh water. Well, anyway, until next time, God bless.